All right, guys, so whether you're new to hunting, even if you're not new to hunting, you've been hunting for 20, 30 years, it always seems that there's products that come out in the industry that kind of catch your eye, whether they do a great job marketing these products or, they got good social media posts, you start following them, maybe so-and-so in the outdoor channel starts using these products. In my opinion, a lot of these products can be gimmicks. Now, once again, this is my opinion, and I'm sure some of these tactics or these gimmicks or these products, whatever we want to call them, have worked for some people at some point, but I think the majority of the time, they're not going to work for most people. And you got to realize that these are companies at the end of the day who are trying to sell products and who are at the end of the day trying to make money. And I kind of want to go over some of those, like the biggest gimmicks, in my opinion, in the outdoor industry. And I think there's a good amount of them. And like I said, some people are going to swear that they've had luck with some of them. I get it. I don't know everything by any means, and I haven't used everything 100 times over to maybe have enough experience with them. But there's some things that just, I don't know, make me second guess some of their I don't know, the usability of the product. So the first one that I wanted to bring up, it's one that I see the occasional hunter use, especially on the outdoor channel or with somebody with a bigger platform. It's something called the hex suit. So for those of you that are not familiar with the hex suit is a suit that blocks your energy, I believe is the best way I can understand it. And supposedly whitetails and turkeys and elk and moose and whatever game you're hunting can detect this energy that you're supposedly giving off. And this suit will block that energy. Deer will basically walk right through you because they don't sense the energy because this magic suit is blocking it. It doesn't seem like something that would be overly reliable in my opinion, but once again, this is my opinion. The way I look at it is, as far as mammals go, humans are some of the most complex mammals on the earth, whether you're talking about the size of our brain, how intelligent we are, how quick we learn, things like that, and the fact that we can all communicate through language. And I don't necessarily think that there's a suit that other humans wear that will block the energy. So in my head, well, how would that work in the case of an animal? And it's just one of those goofy ones. Maybe it does work, but it doesn't seem like it would to me. Another thing I guess I wanted to get into is something that we've all tried and we've all used these products, and it's scent control. Now, I can't say scent control is necessarily a gimmick. It's maybe more so how the products are portrayed in infomercials, commercials, things like that, saying that it will eliminate your scent, or they use these different words that are going to get rid of all of your scent, or however they like to word it. And I think we gotta look at this from a realistic standpoint and realize that there is no possible way, no product that is going to get rid of 100% of your scent. I mean, we as humans are always emitting scent, whether you took your scent-free shower, washed your scent-free clothes, use these products that help get rid of your scent. There's no way possible to completely rid yourself of scent. Do I think you could maybe make a little bit of a impression on your scent profile? I think it's maybe possible, but for the amount of time and effort that it would take and even the money to buy the products, I don't necessarily know that it would be worth it for most guys. The safest thing that you can do, guys, is play the wind. If you have a strong west wind in your favor, that deer, off to your west, he shouldn't smell you. I don't care if you smell like cow manure, he should not smell you if you play the right wind. Now, I understand it's hunting and winds aren't always perfect, and so you try to put all the odds you can in your favor, but just understand that when you are going and buying these products, guys, there's no magic product out there. If at any point with any of these products that I talk about or ideas, if it ever seems too good to be true, most of the time it is, and that's just everything in life, really, but especially with some of these products. So the whole scent control thing, I do use it to a certain extent. My wife is actually very sensitive to certain sort of detergents, so we'll always use scent-free detergent, believe it or not, year-round, things like that, so I'm using it anyway. But on days where it's 80, 90 degrees, there's only so much I can do with scent control anyway. Like I said, I'm always emitting a scent, so scent control is one of the things I think it can make a difference, but nothing beats playing the wind. Another one that I don't necessarily believe in that's out there is using mineral. for deer antler production. It's a tough one because there are trace minerals within these minerals that are necessary for the antler production, or however you want to put it. Basically, they're antlers, and they're necessary. But the thing that a lot of people don't realize is these deer were growing great racks, and there were world-class deer long before mineral was ever a thing to put down mineral for animals. And that's because these deer generally get a lot of their minerals through natural browse, okay, through a lot of the forbs and the grasses in which they're naturally browsing on. So to think that me supplementing with big buck rack mineral brand X is going to turn my 125-inch deer into a 170-inch deer on a year-to-year basis, it's just not realistic. And quite frankly, this isn't even really an opinion anymore. That's science. There is no science proving that mineral does help increase antler growth at all. And that comes straight from the Quality Deer Management Association, the National Deer Alliance. I mean, that is science out there. So it can get expensive to find some of these minerals, and at the end of the day, whether they're a gimmick or not, I mean, it's just not something that there's science backing up. So does it work? I don't know. I mean, there's no way of knowing for sure, but there's no proof yet. And there's been extensive research and studies done on it. So it's one of those things to keep in mind. It is great for getting buck pictures at the end of the day. So if you want to use it for that purpose, that's definitely a usable option, obviously assuming it's legal where you live, but that's for you to make up your mind on that one. But as far as mineral goes, I'm not a huge fan of it because I haven't seen the science, and it doesn't mean I won't change my mind down the line, just haven't seen the science yet. Ozone. Ozone is another weird one. I think it can definitely make a difference. But the thing that goes through my mind is that I've used ozone products, and ozone does emit a scent. Okay, there is a scent to ozone. So what happens when deer start to associate that scent with danger or running into people or whatever, because everybody starts bringing ozone generators into the outdoors and using these different products, or your clothes smell like ozone. Eventually you're just reconditioning these deer to smell something different that is also going to be associating them with danger. So over time, I think it's something that deer are going to pick up on if they haven't already. I mean, these are wild animals, so to say that there's one product out there that's just going to trick their strongest sense, I should say, I just don't think that's realistic. So ozone, not a big fan of it. I think it can, obviously, I mean, there's proven science that it can be used to get rid of bacteria, which can ultimately create scent. And I think that's definitely doable, but to think that it's going to get rid of your scent 100%, probably not likely. Maybe a tool you use in your arsenal. Me personally, doing a lot of mobile hunting, it's another thing I don't want to have to carry, whether it's an outdoor ozone generator or anything like that. It's just, I don't think it's worth my time. Once again, I'm playing the wind, if at all possible. So ozone, in my opinion, it's not maybe a gimmick. It can be used in the right situation, but not in mine, I guess. The last one that I want to go over is camo. Coming from the guy who's wearing a little bit of camo right now. I wear the camo or the apparel that I wear because it's functional, okay? It doesn't matter the pattern to me. It's functional, it'll keep me warm, it'll wick away moisture. Those are the main reasons that I get apparel from companies in which I get it from. It doesn't bother me though, like the actual appearance of the camo, as long as it's not, you know, royal blue or some ridiculous color. As long as we're dealing with simple earth tones, the browns, the grays, you know, those colors. I think you can get away with hunting, you know, in your grandpa's flannel and some brown jeans if it really came down to it, to be honest with you guys. Now, maybe it makes a little bit of a difference, but quite frankly, I know there's a lot of big buck killers out there who have never worn camo, who've always been rocking just the earth tone colors. And so to go out there and buy a product just because of the camo pattern might not be the best idea, in my opinion. But to make sure that, you know, that's functional gear that you're going to use, it's going to be usable in the way that you like to hunt. It's going to keep you warm, it's going to keep you dry, it's going to do all those things. Those are more important than buying something for the pattern. So with a lot of the experience that I've had, I don't believe that there's any one camo pattern out there that's going to make you invisible or anything like that. So buy it for its usability, not maybe its appearance. At the end of the day, like I said, these are what I'm going to call gimmicks, or possible gimmicks, or things that can be portrayed in the wrong way in the outdoor industry. Maybe some of them or all of them do have a use. You just have to know how to use them properly. So at the end of the day, those are some of the things that come to mind when I'm thinking of those gimmicks, guys.